All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Finally playing Nova Drift. Now, I guess I should get this out of the way immediately. The most recent update, that was the 1.0 release, finally bringing this game out of early access, was about a week ago. And about a week ago, I tried to stream this game as well, but it didn't work. The game just did not open. And I fixed the problem. Apparently, the audio mixing software that I use with this microphone that I have, it's just not compatible with this game. So when I tried to connect it for the stream, right before I started the stream, because that's how I get the audio to work for all the games that I play on these streams. When I tried to connect it to this game, it prevented it from opening, and it took me a week to get the answer to that, to why that was happening. But I fixed that now. It means that I'm not using the same audio. I mean, I don't know. Maybe let me know if the audio is good. So I finally got to work. Even if I'm a bit late to this update, whatever, I still have yet to play this game on the stream at all. So it is also an introduction to that. Oh, I don't. Hold up. Oops. Sounds fine. Might be louder. Actually, that's right. I don't know if the audio is the same at the same level with this. Maybe I'll. Oh, you can't bring it down. You have to go all the way around for some reason. Maybe I'll adjust that. We'll see. But yeah, usually actual gameplay is louder, of course. But here's the menu. Here's a bunch of modifiers, challenge modes. I usually have these on, but I think I want to start just normal, and I'll add to it over time. So this game is basically asteroids. I mean, this isn't everything, of course, but you can wrap around the screen and shoot at these guys. I don't know what kind of build to go for. Usually I have some sort of idea. Advance. First 10 waves are basically free. Yeah. Absolutely. If I go full glass cannon, I don't know. I guess I'll just go for a generic kind of build at the start, but you can definitely get some crazy stuff if you focus on a particular idea. Now, I don't actually know what this update adds, other than the normal mode. That's actually kind of loud. Maybe I will lower this. There. But because this game was endless mode for its entire life. Oh yeah, this is a different thing. I mean, I like Firefly. Revelation, absolutely. This body lets you deal damage with the thrusters. It's kind of an early game carry if you just do this. So this upgrade that I picked up, Revelation, basically there's regular upgrades. These ones, these just give you buffs, but you can only get them once. So here's the whole tree of upgrades. If I get this one, I can then get these two and then this one afterwards. These ones, well, there's these wild mods that are just kind of like extra things. You have to like enable a specific game mode. I always have it enabled, so they aren't really like too unique. Usually they have more interesting effects, but some of them are recursive, which means that you can have multiple of them. And this one means that I will get 3 of the next one that I pick. I don't want these ones though, so like just magnitude. Most things are an early game carry. I mean, in terms of difficulty, usually it what was I saying? Volley. I don't think volley is good with flak. Because just 2 projectiles, I already fire like 50. And it does reduce your damage. Rapid fire. Heavy caliber. Exclamation point in the title. It's because this update I've been waiting for a long time, as well as just an opportunity to play this game. Boss fight. Yeah, nice boss. You didn't even get to see him do anything. How to get it running? This game, for whatever reason, is not compatible with the like audio software that I use for streams. So when I set it up to to start streaming, it just did not open because it just doesn't work, I guess. Kind of payload. Maybe we'll go like antimatter. Ow. Now he's on fire. Oh, well, that's the problem. Oh, charge shot? Do I want to do this? I am a fan of this. Maybe velocity. Or this. Yeah, I'll get into that true. I had to reinstall the game in a different drive so that the software wouldn't recognize it, because it was trying to basically connect immediately when I opened the game, and that broke it somehow. So I just have like desktop audio right now, and also now that it's in game, I can't lower that again. Oh, I can use this. Yeah, that's more effective. And I guess this would synergize with that. I think yeah, I'll go for that. Yeah, so I think that's the main thing that this update adds, because it used to just be endless mode. You would just like go through the waves and just see how far you can make it, you know, and get more and more difficult. And that was good, like totally worked. But sometimes it would be kind of repetitive. Every run would go on very long if you knew what you were doing. So maybe it's nice to have a definitive ending, also for the sake of like speedrunning. Although speedrunning doesn't really make sense because it's burst fire. I don't think I like burst fire. Splinter's fun. Improved thrusters for the Firefly. This is one of my favorite upgrades. This but I don't really do that much. Oh, actually, sure. I'll work towards that. So I got charge shot now, so I can just fire this huge shotgun. Although in terms of like the actual gameplay, it's not right. It's not very different right now. This still feels very normal. Just going through the waves normally. So I'm sure that it'll change as the waves go on, and it kind of like goes through like regular progression instead of like kind of like randomness that I had before. Targeting is kind of okay at long range. Oh yeah, I thought about doing antimatter. She would just like one-shot everything basically. A boss? Is this the same boss? Yeah. On property of the screen wrapping, you can get inside of things. We're too strong against this boss. Even with just the fire. Let me just tank all of those shots for fun. Kind of used to that boss being very tanky because there's a modifier that makes bosses a lot stronger. Regen, I think regen's good. Well, I like regen, but I don't really want any of these later upgrades. So it's like I'll be seeing these upgrades and they'll kind of get in the way of the other upgrades that I do want to get. Which actually I don't know yet. Maybe this one. Well, incendiary isn't great for shotgun. Black, I guess it's called. Maybe I don't want any of these. I'm like, what if this sprite got changed somewhat recently? Proof thrusters, maybe. Although I need that. Yeah. Oh, get destroyed. Just random things fly by every once in a while. And the fire actually kind of works with the charge shot because I can still deal damage to enemies while charging the next attack. Should those comments will not affect me in the future. So I don't think I want this yet because it's harmful. It makes you take self damage. Although flat base damage is really good for shotguns. Yeah, I have played the most recent update, but not as much as earlier versions. Oh, I do need what have I gotten? Yeah, I already have concentrated blast. Let's just get regen. So I'm gonna want more regen for antimatter. Sometimes you kind of get stuck trying to buff your damage as much as possible. You end up not having any defensive abilities at all. This guy kind of sucks. Goodbye. Miss all of those shots, please. Oh, hello. Just wrapping onto an enemy on the other side of the screen. I think I need to avoid volley. Trojan, sure. Get a little bit of that extra fire damage. Although it's not great with the charge shot, it'd be better for a rapid fire build. I'm not like super optimizing this. But I think that's one of the best parts of this game. Trying to come up with a unique build and then working towards it. Like I wonder how this weapon would synergize with this upgrade. And you build everything around that one combination. And there's a lot of ways that can work out. Oh, wait, it's the boss that I killed very quickly last time. Just extra speed. Yeah, if you just dodge everything, you don't need any defensive abilities. No, the game gets so chaotic. Well, I guess this isn't endless. Oh, reflection. In endless mode, it would eventually get so chaotic that you're going to take damage, no matter what. Sure, I'll take it. How much damage do I take? Not really that much. You see how quickly I regen that little bit of damage. I think he tanked all of those shots. Did not mean to get hit by those, actually. Despite what it looked like. It looks like I'm charging up a black hole. Pretty cool effect. Please don't. Fancy neon. Oh, I forgot. Antimatter has a new effect where it tanks. Well, it's not new. Sort of new. It can destroy other projectiles. So that's also kind of defensive in a way. Is there lore for this game? I don't think so. I think it's a you just beat. Very, very arcade. Like, shoot the other, like, spaceship things. How am I? I'm doing great. This game finally is working. That's better than before. Sure. And Rupture, or... Yeah, I was supposed to get that earlier. Also more damage for the fire effect. Wait, I wonder if the shrapnel shots also destroy... No, they don't. I just take that whole comment. These guys blow each other up. So if you get them all pumped up, very easy to deal with them. I mean, it's nice when a game is just a game and that's it. It's like, oh, it's really good at what it does, you know. This, I mean, I don't think I need any of those. This is kind. I mean, I'm not really using shields too much. This has a synergy with charge shots, which I guess would be good with weaponized shields. The most significant lore piece is that everything is actually alive. That's kind of cruel. I kind of like settings like this where they're not like living beings or like humans. It's like, oh, it's just like robots, and then it doesn't. It feels a lot better to like when it's a game about like killing everything. Sure, shields. Absorption, need this. Like, if a game is all about combat, I prefer if it's not, like, killing living things. But I guess that this game kind of undoes that. It's like, nope, these guys are actually all alive. And Rupture. Rupture's also really fun. I'm not really explaining any of these effects. I guess if you want, you could pause the stream and read them, but do I need to do that? I don't know. You can kind of see what's going on, right? I got a big shotgun that does a lot of damage. Oh yeah, there is a build where you just run into things. There's a build of, like, if you can think of it, you can make a build in like that in this game. Or Bringer. That probably didn't really do much. A little bit of fire damage. And now I'm safe, because now the lasers won't hit me. Okay, those will hit me. Boost? No. I'm pretty sure Rupture kind of destroys this boss. Ow. Because Rupture makes, here it is. Yeah, they explode when they're destroyed. which deals damage based on how much health they have. And I think each segment of the boss explodes. So you're taking off a percentage chunk of their health, essentially. That's just a bullet hell. It's actually kind of just tanking all of my shots. I guess Reflect is kind of doing something here. There we go. I still have this revelation that I haven't used yet. I don't know what I would want to use. Maybe a Challenger or whatever it's called. This I don't really like this one though, because it slows you down too. It would give me 6 levels, but I don't really like being that slow. This body also benefits from movement speed. Velocity, sure. That guy just hit me from off screen. Yeah, early on you level up a whole lot, but then eventually... Ooh. Phantom Strike might actually be one of my favorite upgrades. Except I would say that about a lot of things in this game. There's so many cool effects. But this basically means you can one-shot big enemies. Just with one huge charge shot. Like that. That wasn't even a great example. Those enemies probably would have died anyway. But it's fun with charge shot builds. These guys are annoying. They spawn in with shields. You have to wait a little bit. I don't actually know how long this goes on for. But because it's not endless anymore. Is it just wave 100? Or, well, actually, don't answer that. I'll figure it out. I should probably stop asking questions. Okay, there we go. Because someone's gonna want to answer it immediately, and then I just explode myself. But I like doing science. Kind of run out of upgrade. Well, I still need one super mod. This is a synergy with a Phantom Strike. Once you do crash damage, your next attack does more damage. So if you crash into an enemy and then shoot, which is exactly what this effect does, then it's even stronger. There we go. And this also benefits because if you take damage, it buffs your charge. So that's a synergy, like even more synergies there. Enemy already took out half of their health. Whoops, okay, don't just run into all the bullets. And we almost 3-shot the boss. Or, I did 3-shot, I almost 2-shot them. That boss is usually pretty dangerous. Well, I am kind of playing on easy mode right now, so not a good representation of like the challenge here. Isn't that cool though? You can just ram directly into an enemy and they just blow up. Sound like a character from a thing. That's great. I don't know what to use it on. Calibrate is kind of good if you want accuracy, but I kind of like having a large spread because when there's a lot of enemies, it makes it a lot easier to deal with all of them at once, and they usually don't have enough health to require a lot of like focused shots. It's just kind of DPS, so I'll take that. Cave worms. I feel like every game benefits from worms. Like Terraria has worms, Noida has worms. Rainworld kind of has worms, I guess. Like, do you count Leviathans? Or centipedes. But not quite. Just a casual, like, 4,000 damage. Yeah, I'm not even dealing 100,000 damage. Oh, I know what upgrade I want to go for next. I could get this. This is a very simple defensive buff. Although, actually, I kind of want to take self-damage. That's how this works, so I probably won't take that. I guess just this one. But what does that require? Purge. Do I have that? I do. Okay, I'm just waiting to find it randomly. Keep melee builds. If it doesn't deal millions of damage, is it are you even playing the game? Oh, you got a shield. I don't really know the meta builds in this game. I just kind of like make whatever I think sounds fun. Oh, this one is kind of good for like really high damage builds where, you know, you hit them at like full health and they like get one shot from it, you know. But since I have so many projectiles, that's only gonna affect a small amount of them. I guess this kind of synergizes, yeah. I could get a Blink. Blink is pretty good. Mobility. Oh right, the game ends. So there's a chance I just don't find it. What wave is this? A little bit dangerous to put yourself in a situation like that. Oh. Well, are we here? I think I will roll for it. Although this is... Oh, you're just gonna hang out? Yeah, it's not like the game is paused or anything. Go ahead. There we go. Oh, you're in the background. Summoning worms. Am I in? Okay, this is wave 120. Hey dude, Star Eater. Are you gonna eat that star right there? Oh, do I Phantom Strike you? I'm not a little scared. I don't actually know what they do. I can destroy those. Okay, I kind of teleported inside of them. Not a great idea. And they have a lot of health. They got their own gravitational field. Wait, I want to ram into you. Oh gosh. Just teleporting inside of them. Able to be careful with the Phantom Strike. Don't mind the black holes. Can I destroy these? No. Or did I just... No, I can't. Cool projectiles, dude. Got a lot of health here left, too. Is that the final boss? I assume so. That's a cool effect. Thanks, gameplay. I'm kind of a little bit stuck. It's fine. I can just do this. Oh dear. Actually, this kind of works out for me. It just triggers the Phantom Strike effect. And they trap me like that. This is so strange to see non-gameplay. We're moving. Ooh, I understand what happened. Cutscene in my gameplay game. Did I get the good ending? Is there a bad ending? Maybe if you die to that boss. And then we get endless mode. That's neat. Oh, here's my here's my previous runs. If you want to see these. What build was this? Rail. Actually, something quite similar to what I just did. Singular Strike. And that's the game. Thanks so much for watching. I think I'll stick with normal mode. I think I like this. These ones are more difficult, and this one's just kind of annoying. So this is nice. Maybe I'll try out one of these. As a browser game, it kind of has that feel. I feel like Flash games are just like leveled up, or no, indie games are just leveled up Flash games, you know. All right, I should come up with an idea. Oh, let's do something. I'm gonna do one of my favorite builds. It's maybe not the strongest, but it's really fun. And that's how it is most of the time I play this game. Maybe not the strongest, but it's like interesting. It was supposed to be a browser game. I mean, a lot of Flash developers also eventually like kind of moved away from that too, if they wanted to make something on a larger scale, because it's kind of hard to make a Flash game that's like very Oh, I should go with this one. Get back here. And this one for the fire rate. So we're gonna go full fire rate with this. Okay, don't tank all the shots. So this weapon deals fire damage, and the more darts, and like the darts will stick into an enemy, right? And the more darts there are impaled in the enemy, the more damage they deal. It like stacks up. More so than if you just add them all together, you know. So having a high fire rate means you can hit them with as many darts as possible. Yeah, maybe not great early game. Okay, this increases projectile size, which this also scales with. This is also one of my favorite things of this game. The fact that so many unique stats scale. Like, alright, I'm pretty sure it scales with projectile size. Yeah. So this weapon scales with like damage and fire rate like all the weapons do, but also projectile size, burn damage, and burn duration. And there's like tons of other examples of this, like the railgun, which scales with projectile speed. Yeah, sure, I'll just go for that. I can never imagine a situation where you wouldn't take that upgrade, because it's like one of the few just flat damage upgrades in the game. Like, you want more damage? Here you go. And rapid fire, I think, is necessary. I don't think I'll take Phantom Strike. It's a lot of fun, but I could also go with the shield effect, because this is like more fire damage. If I want to go all in on the fire effect. Sure. New boss. Love the screen wrap. Like, you can move such large distances without moving much at all. Oh dear. Like, you have to get used to thinking of like how far you can expand. Now, double tap. Did I ever use that revelation? I don't actually think I did in the previous run. What would have worked well with that? Maybe the, like, what is it called? Like heavy shot, or the like, or heavy caliber. Maybe that would have been fitting. So this, I think I'll take this. Yeah, this one. And that one. More fire damage. So burst fire is kind of annoying. I personally don't really like it. But I want to build into barrage, which is basically just how to maximize your fire rates. And double tap increases fire rate, so it's fitting, and it stacks. This, yeah, I need that eventually. For the fire effect. Just go all in on the fire. I think Nova Drift does damage over time better than a lot of games. Because it's usually so boring when it's like a poison effect. Like, you can inflict poison on an enemy and they take this much damage per second. And it's usually actually not really very significant. I think like Terraria, you can have like fire arrows in the early game and they deal like a few DPS to an enemy. It's like, okay, I guess it's nice to have, but it doesn't really feel like it does anything. Whether you're dealing fire damage or not. And volley, probably. Yeah, I need this. More projectiles. So now we're really starting to stack up the darts. This looks a lot of fun. But you can like make a full like fire damage over time build in a few different ways. There's some weapons that only deal fire damage. Okay, I meant to go a little bit further than that. Dying Star, yeah, you can literally just light the entire screen on fire. Rebel, I think I need to take that. Something that makes me sad, there's a recursive wild mod that just adds another projectile. I think it's called Twin Strike. And it's like one of the very few ways to increase the number of projectiles that isn't the one like upgrade path for it. Which also comes with a lot of downsides. So it basically just gives you an extra projectile. And you can stack it, of course, but it's super rare. And in one of the updates, they just made it way more rare. And you never see it anymore. So if you want to stack like projectiles or fire rates, it's kind of harder to do that now. But I will look for it. I do need that. Targeting could actually be good. I don't think I want to dilute because the game actually ends now. I'm not going to get all the upgrades that I want, so I think it's good to focus on exclusively what works towards the build, which is this. I don't think I have any defensive upgrades so far. No. but we're not going to be needing them. Like this one. This gives you a lot more projectiles. Is this worth it? Doubles base weapon projectiles, which is just one, right? Starts with one projectile. So this is basically plus 2 projectiles. Alongside minus blast radius, damage, projectile size, velocity. Like all of those are pretty bad. For 2 projectiles, which I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Velocity is nice though. Because this can be up to 80% increased damage. Or regen? I don't know. Let's take that. So you can already kind of see how this is working. Just firing... How many is that? 4 times 3. 12 shots. Or is it 4? I think it is. With the burst. Plus the double tap. So I'm actually doing quite a lot of damage. See the orange number? Maybe it's kind of hard to see. Up to like 2,000, 3,000. It would actually be beneficial. Oh, Warpath, of course. You just kind of sit still and the shield does damage too. There's Barrage, which I guess there's no reason not to take it now. So Barrage basically converts burst fire into rapid fire, which is a huge improvement. Okay, thank you for all the fire. That guy just gets destroyed. $4,000. I just love how the damage number just keeps going up. Now this split is also interesting, but that's kind of not good. Charge shields is not what I'm going for. I think I'll just go for Radiance. Yeah, slightly weaker shields, but that's not a huge deal. Or this would kind of counteract that. I think I'm skipping these. Now Splinter, this decreases rate of fire. But it means that when an enemy is killed, it fires out a ton of darts in all directions because all the darts that are stacked into the enemy then split. And I love that effect. But is it worth it? Probably. But also I need this. I probably won't be going antimatter. Something that I guess I should take this, yeah. More projectiles. This build is really fun with Warp Strike. That is an effect which basically makes your projectiles screen wrap. And you can basically just fill the entire screen with projectiles. Oh, I'm actually kind of taking damage. Basically, it means they can fire in any direction, and the projectiles will probably hit an enemy. They'll actually stay on screen for much longer. These aren't. I don't really want these. Now I could take this. How does barrage work exactly? Because does like extra burst fire translate to increased fire rate? Because if it doesn't, then this is basically just a 21% increased rate of fire, which is decent. I also kind of want this. This is pretty good. It basically means that last 12% does not exist. 12% less max health. But also I want this, so I'm just gonna take that. How much damage that is, it's crazy. I guess corrosion is a little bit of extra fire. I guess it's fitting, yeah. Corrosion kind of works with like, if you literally ignore everything except fire rates and projectiles. It's a flat amount, it doesn't depend on any other stats. Just like a little bit of extra. I could take this. I kind of hate how this feels to use, even though it is very effective. Basically, your fire rate keeps increasing as you shoot, but you also take more and more self-damage the longer you fire. Kind of running out of rerolls. I guess I'll just take like some decent upgrades here and there, but don't want to use all my rerolls immediately. Oh, big asteroid, actually a boss. Also, something very interesting about this game is the movement. You can only move forward. Well, unless you get a few upgrades. Here is D flag. But you can only move forward, which means you actually have to rotate yourself to move in another direction. So like you either dodge or you shoot. Oh, well, goodbye. I actually didn't realize he was about to die that quickly. Mastery. Yeah, I guess you would use this, yeah. I would lose about half of my health, but for a lot of regen. And if I focus exclusively on regen, like if I got more regen upgrades after this, I could probably maintain siege for a lot longer. Do I go for that? Sure. I don't want to give him my shield though. So I can't go for the full regen build with just hold. Is this worth it? Damage and projectile. Does the damage over time scale with regular damage? It doesn't look like it. I guess I should get the regular regen upgrade. Probably not. Enemies are kind of stupid. They don't really react to you screen wrapping. Okay, that was a bad idea. Oh, if they were a little bit closer. Stack the damage. Snipe is kind of nice. For single targets, you know, they're always going to be... Oh, I should also get this for Terminate. I think I like that more. I think I'd like to get an upgrade that will unlock a new path of upgrades to give me more options when upgrading later. It means that I'll have to use less rerolls. So if there's an upgrade that I want to get eventually, then I'd rather pick an upgrade that lets me get that later. I'm not picking up Phantom Strike. Okay, siege weaponry, I guess I just do it, yeah. Okay, I have to be more careful now with rapid fire. But against like large enemies, against bosses, they don't stand a chance. And I'm also pretty good against groups of enemies because of the B flag. The like kind of explosion effect that moves slowly out from where an enemy dies. And against these guys, yeah, it's super effective here. The way it kind of moves down the chain. Just regen. Don't spend all of my health on one barrage. And there we go. That boss is usually pretty tanky, so deal with them very quickly. So okay, here's the upgrade that I was talking about. Plus 100% regen, but no shield, and that's kind of sad because I have the fire. I mean, I guess I've spent an upgrade on the shield. 2 upgrades here. I would get an upgrade point back. Sure. And this is also good for cooldown in between, like after shooting. And that looks like a much better amount of health. I think they did a really good job making your whole, the red HP different than your shield health. Like you can focus on both of them or one of them over the other, and they'll lead to a lot of interesting effects. Like usually the shield is more active, you know, it has more effects, more things that it does. But the whole is more like very simple, like you just want good defense, you know, you just want a lot of health and damage reduction. And the shield's like you want some other effects that the shield has, like the fire, for example. You can do some really fun things with this, like with charge shot or charge shields. More fire rate, sure. This purification upgrade, I don't understand the point of this. I guess it kind of works, but I'm only going to be focusing on a handful of enemies. Calibrated siege too. That's true. 50% more. I'm not really going for damage though. I kind of like having more spread. I think I'll take this. Just for defense. This game also, I was just reminded of this. It also does this thing that I really like when games do this. When the enemies use weapons similar to the ones that you can use. Like, for a lot of enemies, you can find, like, the weapon that they use is similar to one of the weapon types or one of the upgrades, you know? Not really these guys. So if I can find an example, not these guys either. But, like, some enemies use mines, you can use mines. None of these guys are doing the thing. Oh, these guys have a weapon similar. They have the like the big laser they fire. Yeah, that's a weapon. Hello. Please explode. Shoot, I didn't do enough damage there. There we go. That's the chain reaction. Here's Terminate. Oh man, give me all the good upgrades. Yeah, more fire rate, more damage essentially. Hello. And those are big damage numbers. Well, they're not huge. I mean, they could be better. Maybe targeting would actually be pretty good. Shooting at those enemies way across on the other side of the map. Actually be able to hit them. I like how the health bar is constantly flashing like I'm in danger. Thorpton's good. It basically is a flat damage. Like it decreases the damage that you take by a flat amount, which is really good against a lot of like when there's like a lot of really weak projectiles. So some enemies are kind of just like projectile spam, and it means that they are way less effective. I mean, I'm not really trying to shoot at any enemy in particular, just kind of shooting at those enemies in general. Wow, that explosion from them dying took out all the other enemies. Oh, well this is actually a really good synergy. I haven't really thought of that. But my health is always half. I hope it counts this as being half health and not at being full health, because it can't increase any further. But if it is, then it's just free damage. So we're almost at the spots again. I wonder how this will work against this boss. Oh shoot, that was not a good place to run. Oh, I have really good regen. I'm actually not really... I did almost die there, but I'm back, already back to full health. Shoot. I actually remember the boss's attack patterns. I saw my health bar disappear and I thought I just died. No, there we go. I definitely could have done that a lot better, but also I'm still getting used to the boss, their behavior. Neat. Do I want to keep doing this mode, or do I want to go to endless? Probably. I think I want to... It actually increases the score bonus, even though this is like the... This almost is the default. Maybe I'll do this too. Sure. Whoops. I have an idea for another, but I'm just kind of going through all of my favorite builds. I usually do more... Oh dear. Okay, I'm already unprepared. Usually I go for more projectile-based builds and less, like, construct builds. But they definitely can be interesting. Actually, I think there is one construct build that I will try out. Reflect. Reflect is good if you just want... I think Viper. And if you just want like a lot of health, Reflect has... Well, I don't know if it has the most, but it has a lot. So it's kind of a good like default. Just like high health. Oh, that actually had an indicator for being a comet. I think that's a new thing. The Revelation, gotta take it. Even if you don't actually end up using it. You just got it. It's like free value. Okay, and then I run straight into it. So there's one particular upgrade that I'm going to build around. Incendiary Strike, which is really good for like single projectiles that have a lot of damage. No, thank you. Because it basically adds damage over time based on the damage of the projectile, but it doesn't stack at all. So if you have a lot of projectiles, then you know, it won't add up to much. But if you have one really strong projectile, then it's like a crazy amount of damage. It's basically like double damage for free. And more if you have increased burn damage, or for like Viper, so this is 50% more damage. So all of it kind of adds up to being a lot. I guess I'll take that for that reason. Although, one of the biggest problems with builds like this is dealing with big groups of enemies. Because you only fight this one projectile. Doesn't have a wide like area of effect, or like it is piercing, so if you can line up enemies it kind of works, but you know, when they're all spread out it's hard to hit them all. Like this storm is actually kind of dangerous. Kind of weak at the moment. Payload, obviously. So I'm gonna want to get Singular Strike, which is also like an amazing upgrade. It basically takes all of your projectiles. So if you fire like 5 projectiles, it takes all of those and combines their damage into a single projectile. A little bit less than the total of all of them. But it means that with upgrades like Incendiary Strike, it does increase your damage more into like one very strong projectile. At the moment, we're not quite there. Yeah, the impact is quite strong. Take that reflection. These things gonna disappear. Is this good? No, that's kind of annoying. This would be a way to increase the fire damage more. Although actually it wouldn't really be that much. So wait, okay, here's Incendiary Strike. Targets hit by your weapon are ignited for 50% of the hit's damage per second. So it'll last for a few seconds and overall deal quite a lot more damage. I don't know what the duration is though. Spectre? But I don't think Spectre works with Charge Shot, right? I think I prefer Charge over Spectre. Oh, okay. We're taking that. Now we shoot a lot more. This does have a downside. Recovery, shield cooldown. Recovery, I'm pretty sure, is just your overall regeneration, essentially. I could also take this. Yeah, sure. I'll just take one of them, though. But now I can get Volley. Actually, I should probably check Juggernaut, right? I always forget to get Juggernaut, because it's not like a projectile modifier. Here's a Black Hole. It kind of bothers me how large the Black Hole is. Like, the singularity should be, or the event horizon should be way, way, way smaller. But I guess it looks cooler. Yeah, that too, and like, with the calibration, whatever it's called. That also increases your, projectile speed. I just think that's way more satisfying than just a flat damage bonus. It really could just be increases your damage as you charge it, right? But increasing your projectile speed alongside synergizing with like the projectile that scales with projectile speed. It's like oh, this is quite a lot of spread. I think that's more satisfying to increase one stat for the sake of damage instead of just increasing damage. This is one of the more recent bosses, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of them because they're very tanky, and the weak spots are kind of hard to hit. The ones in the back. Okay, I just tanked that. Singular Strike Missile? Does that still have a volley? Or a, what would you call it? Does it still fire out multiple missiles, like as you charge them? I don't know if I've tried that build. Is it like you still fire out a handful of like very strong missiles? I don't actually think I need this. Mastery, I guess. Mastery's like you might as well take it. It's gonna keep showing up unless you do take it, and it's just a flat bonus, so why not? Charge shot. I think I'd actually really like the calibrated, whatever it's called. That would help while I have the like quite a large spread. I need that for Rancor. Does this benefit Singular Strike? I've always wondered. Because this basically, if you're firing a large spread of shots, the central shot will be stronger, but the outer shots will be weaker. But if you then use Singular Strike and you have a single shot, does that one shot receive the buff from the sensor projectile, or will it only receive buffs as if it were affecting all the projectiles? Just to the one projectile. I don't know. Oh, Juggernaut, I need this one. See, I don't even notice it. I don't usually like to take it on its own. Once again, I think... Okay, here we go. Here's Singular Strike. So goodbye, large spread, but also hello, very strong projectile. So we're dealing a few thousand damage with every shot if I charge it. And here's... Okay. I guess I'll take this too. Oh, but this is like my worst enemy. Bunch of weak enemies. Just do that. And now I have a huge shot. Some would call it a big shot. See, like all of these constructs, I'm just completely ignoring these upgrades for now. And this one is good for Blitz. 20% more damage essentially if I'm one-shotting everything. You see, actually, the fire did more damage than the original shot. So the initial like 4,000 damage that I'm dealing, it's actually not even the most damage that the projectile deals. Just ignore the shield. Who cares about that? I did not do that very well, and I also just missed. I don't know why that guy just exploded randomly. It's upgraded. Oh, goodbye. Where'd all his health go? It just vanished. Oh, Calibrate, okay. So, Calibrate is actually really good, but also Purge. So I can get, because this is going to be rare. This one, it works too well with this build. Okay, that looked like a much larger number because they were all next to each other. That was about 27,000 damage, or Yeah, so that's the highest damage. I love that it keeps track of the most damage that you've dealt in a single hit. Like, why not? Hello, welcome back. So you can do like one huge attack and then actually see how strong it was. I think I want this for Rupture. And then, yeah, that's the path that I'm missing. Although it's kind of at this point where I don't really know where to go from here. Like, there's not really any more upgrades that are basically just, do I have? I do. Okay. I think I always need to take it. It's like a necessity. Like free damage. Oh, I shouldn't have waited because I got the shield up. Maybe the best thing in any game ever. Do that. Let's get high explosive. What kind of games do I play off stream? Exactly ones like this. I think Nova Drift is probably more representative of the games that I like than Rain World. Oh wow. So I know that I'm more known for playing Rain World, but it's actually kind of an outlier. And like out of the games that I like, you know? Because I usually prefer gameplay over everything else. Like story or visuals or like, you know, that kind of stuff, like who cares if the game is fun. And Nova Drift is exactly like that. And stupid stuff like that happens. Oh, I know what I have to do here. That 34,000? Yep. I don't think that's useful at all. See, none of these upgrades really help me. They're all like defensive. Rupture. I guess I'll get Rupture first. And more mobility is good, just in general. Any build could use a bit of extra movement speed. Hey, dude. What was that? That was 100,000. Okay. I could get weaponized shields for a little bit of extra damage too. Close range, which works well with Phantom Strike. This really does nothing. I don't know which one to get. None of these really do. Like, do I just want to get the generic defensive upgrades? Okay, this is actually, oh, not purge. But Force Armor works with the crash damage. Antimatter rounds. Downside wouldn't really be that bad at all. Damn, he actually thinks that. Which would mean concentrated explosions. Yeah. This is a good way to end your run immediately. So actually this works, right? It only decreases fire rate, which I don't really care about. Well, actually I do care about, but not much. Yeah, I say that and then like all these enemies show up. Knowing full well that I'm kind of struggling with this situation. I guess rapid fire kind of just lets me shoot more. Oh my gosh, the shockwave effect. Also, I do deal more damage further away. I do have that upgrade. But I think that Phantom Strike is probably better than it. Or more heavy calibers. I guess these are these do fit. And oh yeah, I'm like one-shotting everything. I forget that Incendiary Strike is actually dealing more damage than the initial projectile. Oh, it decreases projectile speed. I didn't think about that. Well, didn't I get like... Oh, I've already got one of them before. So, like, with Incendiary Strike, the initial projectile does like a few, like 10,000 damage, right? And then the damage over time does like a few times more than that. Oh yeah, so I guess these do just kind of cancel out. 20%? Is that worth? Not really. This is a decent fire rate increase. I don't really have any defensive upgrades at all. Maybe that's what I should be focusing on. But like, I have a lot of health, right? That's pretty good. Just gotta line it up. That shockwave just block all those projectiles. I was like surprised by this because this is a somewhat new upgrade. Force armor. Yeah. What's even better is if you can line up the Phantom Strike to then hit an enemy behind the one that you're targeting. Why isn't the game giving me more bosses? I guess we're not endless yet. There we are. So this boss is now part of the regular endless mode. Hey dude, does this work? certainly does, but they're actually surviving. Yeah, come here. The new fastest skill on this boss. Not even a level up. Amp shields? I guess so. Not really focusing much on shields anyway, but... Damn, that was clean. Here's antimatter. So I guess if I notice the... Yeah, right. If I notice the, Oh, this does, give velocity. The, like, plus 20 base damage is not what I got that for. And it does a negligible amount of stealth damage to me. I don't even have deflect yet. Probably focus on trying to get that first, actually. Hey, dude. I love when the screen is just covered in damage numbers and you can't see anything for a few seconds. Whoops, I don't know why I just missed. I just moved my hand a little bit for no reason. Those enemies right there, those little, what am I looking for? I guess if I wanted to get weaponized shields, but that'd take a while. But I guess shield effect would work well with amp. But those little circle guys, they're like one of the most annoying enemies because they're super small and hard to hit, and they just cover the screen in projectiles. They actually become quite dangerous because as the waves go on, enemies get more and more attack speed. And they move faster too, so they'll be jumping around the screen just shooting a ton of projectiles. And they're tiny and hard to hit. Hello. Okay, regular regen, sure. Those guys too, the railgunners, pretty dangerous later on. Not see you there. Hello again. And goodbye again. It's kind of absurd that the game lets you just make a build that one-shot bosses. That was like 3 bosses in like 10 seconds. Or maybe not bosses, but like big enemies. I guess focus shields because I'm gonna be. Was there? I should probably. I need to pay attention to what the shield is so I don't miss it. Empowerment strike. Which one is that? Is that a super mod? Those guys try to ram into me and I just counter with the Phantom Strike. Yeah, actually, I have better AoE if I hit one like really strong enemy for the shockwave to happen. That's when I can deal with the groups of weak enemies. Oh, and the targeting tree. That's what that one's called? Oh, charge shields. Okay, is it worth it to get shield synergies if I don't have the red shield yet? Here we go, my reflect radius is higher. That's gonna do so much. But at this stage in the game, you get upgrades much slower. It really slows down after a while. Like you basically define your build in the first like 10 minutes, and then you just get very marginal upgrades to that over time. Oh, don't. That's a really annoying shield. I didn't play that very well. I should have taken out the shield generator immediately. I just wanted to line up like one shot across the whole worm. Yeah, I'm kind of low on health. You have no defensive upgrades. Hey guys, why are you running away? It's finally working. Here it is. So now, a little better AoE capability. I like lost all my shield from that trail. Yeah, I've got a very explosive build going. Well, actually, not really. Just kind of what happens when you deal like 10,000 damage per shot. But look at the deflag. Like that is very powerful. It's that like slow moving shockwave. Oh, get destroyed. And even though it's moving really slowly, it has a really high damage number. See, look at that. I'm not even doing anything, and they're just blowing up. Okay, here's weaponized shields. So I guess that's one part of it. But it's just 20%. Don't get stuck in the explosions. They're actually still quite dangerous. That was a new highest damage. Wave 200. And goodbye. Amp. Okay. So now I'm actually a lot weaker. Or my shield health is way lower defensively. But in terms of damage, it's much better. Maybe I should work on increasing my shield health a little bit. It's gonna... If the shield health is gone, then I don't get the effect. Which is pretty significant, actually. The damage boost from Amp and weaponized shield. Shield cooldown could also help. Recover the shield faster if I lose it. Probably will happen. And goodbye. What? Excuse me? 40? Okay, 400,000. That's a new one. Oh, I guess that was Amp, yeah. That is how much of a difference it made. What is that guy? He's tiny. Why is he so small? Now what? Now what? Probably none of these. Oh yeah, shield. But I think this build is pretty much set. Like, I don't think it's gonna get much stronger than this. Actually, something that you can do. There's an upgrade that basically is just a flat stat increase if you don't spend your levels. So you can just say, like, my build is done. You know, I don't need any more upgrades, so I'm just gonna stop upgrading, save up the levels, and get a gradual stat increase. I think it's very, like, unsatisfying, though, to just, like, not spend your upgrades. Oh, dear. I'm just taking all the small projectiles. Yeah, and I may already be too far. Wow, just the entire screen. Literally the entire screen was burning in that moment. Tutorial on how to become the sun. Oh, shield cooldown. Adaptive armor could be pretty good too. I find it funny how the asteroids are taking more damage than the targets I'm actually shooting at. This is actually kind of dangerous. Because those guys have an instant projectile. Well, it's not a projectile, it's a laser. Oh, this guy's back. I guess they can just show up whenever they want, like the other bosses. See if I can one-shot them this time. Absolutely. Oh, is that a second one? No? Okay. That'd be funny. One of them just showed up immediately afterwards. I don't know if that whole death animation is really necessary, though. Like, I understand for the story mode because it's the final boss, but for Endless, when you're just going to counter them somewhat regularly. I think this is actually the strongest D-Flag build that I've had. I don't know what's different about it, though. Maybe because I had all those Twin Strikes. Just don't die to something stupid. Always take out the shield. Being able to take out bosses really quickly is one of the most important things, I think, in Endless runs. Because often what kills you is when multiple bosses spawn at the same time and you can't kill them quickly and they kind of stack up all their attacks. Volatile is kind of nice. If I'm, well, actually it doesn't really do much at all. Maybe if I'm surrounded with like weak enemies. You just ran into me. I didn't do anything. If you run into the guy who's charging up a very strong projectile, then I think it's your fault. Yeah, the swarms are really, it's important to be able to take care of them too. Well, like these guys spawning in and firing very quickly, they can be troublesome. There's actually the shrapnel that helped out there. Game has decided to spawn in 1,000 shield guys. Like, well, he's like one-shotting everything. I guess we just need we need the guys that prevent them from getting one shot. See, that's nice. Yeah, when the enemy spawn rate increases a whole lot. Is this useful? I don't think so. Maybe rotation. Ooh, this would make things worse. I think barrier or adaptive armor is like. Oh shoot! I took a lot of damage. Okay, a little bit spooky. My region is actually quite low. Yeah, I would usually take Bravado. I do enjoy the stronger enemies. And more XP, of course. I think it gives you more. I think it gives you some other effects too, which I don't really pay attention to. I just kind of see it as more XP. If it actually does work that way, because I'm not 100% confident. I think it makes sense. Stronger enemies drop more XP, right? Oh, that projectile, the big projectile, it splits into smaller projectiles. You can actually shoot it and destroy it early before it splits. Makes it easier to deal with. It's so absurd. Oh, it's these guys. That just took out my shield. This kind of situation's kind of rough for me. Just try to rely on the AoE. And they said, let's throw it at him again. And again. Nah, not really. Pretty sure there's also HP scaling. I mean, there has to be. Now they're not always getting one shot. Of course, I could use Phantom Strike or the amp radius. Rerolls. Do I don't really need rerolls. But I also don't really need any of these. Well, okay, this one would be kind of nice. I do need regen sometimes. The lag spike. It's like Noida, like, you know you're strong when the game has to spend a few moments thinking about how much damage you're gonna deal. Although I don't think that's why it lagged. Dude, look at these guys. Fighting for my life out here. Oh, black hole. I feel like these are. Did they make them less common? I feel like I'm not seeing nearly as many as normal. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, goodbye, everyone. See ya. They do take XP from you. Yeah, come here. Nothing bad will happen. Oh, I love when they hide off screen. These guys like to do that. Like, it looks like nothing is happening just because there's some guy hiding in the corner. This is the minefield down there. Barrier, I guess it helps. Although I feel like I don't really have enough health for it to do much. Here's another one. They do deal quite a lot of damage though, so I still have to be careful. Same with those guys. Those guys can definitely end your run if they're too far away for you to like kill them quickly. Well, that shouldn't be a problem, but because the laser is instant. Yeah, get all. Why don't you all converge to the same location? I didn't even think I hit that guy, and he still just died, like, out of fear. Oh dear. See, not a fan of that situation. You ran into me. Not my fault. Sometimes there are still moments of calm. Surprised I didn't wrap around. I appreciate the big damage numbers. I thought that was an enemy. Nope, just damage. Yep, great timing. Shoot them while the shields are still up. Wow. Congratulations, you didn't die. Oh dear. We're living. Oh no. As foretold by the prophecy. Oh well. That was very good. That might be a new record. That is. I mean, it's pretty much the same build, right? Yeah, I guess this is my strategy there, and it works out. This is actually a higher higher difficulty. That was very good. I think I want to go for, let's try a construct build, because I never do them. And I think I want to use turrets, because I think turrets are very satisfying. What weapon though? I get Flak is like a decent like starter weapon. You know, it's pretty strong in the early game. I don't know what shield though. Reflect. Just for defense. Oh right, allies. Those are really fun builds. If you just want to shoot even more, maybe that'd be good with darts too. I think it's better. Turrets count as advanced, right? So you can only have a handful of them, but I think multiple is still better than one strong one. I'm not sure. Horrible construct. It seems like the obvious option though. I'm kind of getting bullied. What would be a better option for turrets? Hello, welcome to the stream. Did I even take damage there? Once you get like at least one construct, like a bunch of upgrades unlocked, so it kind of looks like there's nothing yet. And there will be. I don't want any of these yet though. Just kind of picking generic. This is good outside of like your weapon. Like the same thing applies to constructs too. I just think it's fascinating that this game like it feels like there's multiple, like alongside all of the crazy projectile builds, there's also so like there's so much more than what I've done already, you know? Like the builds that I've done so far in the stream, they're definitely some of my favorites. Like spamming darts or like the high damage rails, you know? But then there's like other weapons that I haven't even touched at all. Like grenade. Grenade is really fun if you like make a huge one. Huge grenade is like destroys the entire screen. Or like mines. Mines have a lot of potential. Oh right, shielded constructs. I totally forgot about that. I guess Reflect is still decent if I want them to be tanky. I forget which one Shockwave is exactly. I probably will use that, maybe. Potentially. I have yet to even get turret, so I don't know. I might have to restart the run just so I can stop wasting upgrades on other stuff. Looks fun for some reason. It's because it's a good game. Pushes projectiles away. I guess you kind of create like a little like safe zone around the turrets. I might just restart the run. Ooh, just tank all of those, why not? I don't even think this does anything. Default? I have very few achievements. I'm actually not really a fan of how achievements are handled in this game. A lot of them are very specific scenarios. Like, if you do like these 3 specific things, then you get an achievement. It's like, well, how long is it going to take for that exact scenario to happen? Yep. Any day now. I don't know. In my experience, the double shot is really hard to make strong. I think I tried it with a barrage build. Kind of the same thing that I did with dart and like corrosion. Sure, let's go with antimatter. Okay, let me actually get a turret. And if I had shielded constructs, what shield would I want? I guess I could try the shockwave. So would another one be better? Like I could try this one to go for the like shielded constructs all the way. This, I mean, I don't see the problem with one more turret is nice. I'll probably just stick with that. Good job dodging all those missiles. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't think every run is going to scale really well into Endless. Oh, I didn't think he'd keep shooting for that long. I'm way less familiar with the construct builds in general. Yeah, I thought Salvo would be better in the early game. I killed the spots very quickly earlier. I'm actually very weak. I have very little health. I guess that's the shield and this 90 and 60. Here we go. Wait, what key is it? Hold up. E. So upgrading the turret essentially means making it shoot really fast. Oh, he's gone. Oh, it's fun while it lasted. And turret specialist, well. Sorry, I just put you right in front of that comment. Okay, what was that? Why did I just explode? What? Or is that the shield recovery? Huh. I did not know that. Oh, come on. Not for this. I don't really mix constructs together. I usually just focus on a single one. Do turrets count as weapon damage? I actually don't know. I think it should, yeah. If it applies to weapons, it should apply to constructs. And then you can start stacking them up. I guess I'll just work on it. Because I'll probably max out all the upgrades pretty quickly. It is a different stat. Okay. Oh, he just took that whole shot. Unfortunate. I guess I'll take a few of these. Global damage. Isn't there an upgrade that increases your damage, global damage, based on your movement speed? So you can make your turret stronger just by running around in circles? The value is too high not to take that every time. And then this. Yeah, yeah. Oh, also Defiance might be what I want to take, just for the defense. Like, what else would work well with Constructs? I don't know if there's any wild mods that really do. But I need to take that for now. That turret might, well, okay. I can drag aggro away. I mean, what will I even benefit from this? Oh shoot, will this work well? Okay, you guys do damage. That didn't even destroy. This might take a while. Maybe I'll put the turrets in here. So that they won't die with the laser. Actually, they didn't. I think there's just more and more of these enemies on the outside spawning in. Any day now. I guess the thing is that I only wanted to focus on turrets, so like it's not like I had any other upgrades yet. I had to wait for the turret ones to show up. Like, I guess if you're going for multiple constructs, then it's easy to find like drones or allies or whatever else. But I know turrets can get pretty strong. Here we go. So that should let me get a lot more upgrades that actually fit the build. And now I'm lonely. I guess actually, hold up. These are advanced constructs. And I can only have 2 of them, which is +1 because of this. So I guess having the architect body basically means that you only have 1 turret, but that 1 turret is going to be way stronger anyway, yeah? The 1 construct penalty is not really relevant because you could only have 1 either way. And often it's kind of hard to like maintain 2 turrets. least early on. Oh, this sounds like a great idea. And so had to die instantly. I want overclock. Overclock is like one of the better ones to get. I guess I'll take all of them anyway. Dude, that guy died right when I was replacing him. Okay, am I just gonna get this? Just for defense? It's not really that much though. This upgrade kind of doesn't do that much. Like in reality, it would just be a bunch of plating, 3 plating, which is really good for weak attacks. Shield constructs. Just keep him alive a bit longer. That's a neat effect. If you had a lot of constructs, that across the like entire arena. Can I destroy you? Okay, not much AoE though. Not much AoE at all. Not killing the enemies fast enough before the next one spawn in. Doing a great job of representing the turret build. Not. Oh, okay. Guess I won't go for that then. Something else that might be better. Maybe one of these. Oh, actually. Oh, also I want to look at it's down here. No, it's not this one. What's that upgrade you're referring to that got buffed? I could try allies with which upgrade is that? But they still have the minus 70% damage. I feel like that kind of makes them do nothing. Like they still aren't that strong. Okay, I've decided. Guess this would be most fitting for fire damage. It is amazing though that for every weapon there is like a build that makes it incredibly powerful. Like, okay, there's a way to make this one weapon like very powerful with this specific combination of upgrades, and for like how diverse they all are too. Oh yeah, I wasn't planning on using homing strike. Sorry. Challenger. Always take it. This actually doesn't really do anything. Spend a level to get a level. Pretty sure this is just a buff. And then absorption for the next one. Gotta take it. Even if I don't have a great idea for what I want to use it on, like, why wouldn't you take it? It's like a free level, essentially. Or if you use that on Challenger and you like have a little boss rush. I do want shields. I don't know if volley is good with whatever this is called. Thermal lance. Because it only ever fires the one lance, yeah. Extra projectiles would just mean more like random other stuff that isn't really relevant. Burst fire mods extend the beam. Yeah, is that a thing? I want burst fire. I mean, how would burst fire work otherwise? Also, welcome to the stream. Does this make a difference? Probably not. This, okay, I want that. And this, well, I think I'll open up that tree. Although actually, I don't think I want any of the other upgrades. Don't mind the singularity. I don't know where we are, where we're encountering this. Oh wait, this is actually good. Yeah. There's a build that works with this. I guess I'll go for it. Let's see, expect sparks. Okay. No, I think I'll just leave. Yeah, I still got the XP. They didn't take that from me. Okay, the one in the middle is already selected, so I don't know why I clicked on it again. But I guess yeah, fire rate is beneficial. How does this work exactly? Blast radius and fire rate affect charge rate. Blast radius. I guess I could take the. Actually, if I want to go for siege weaponry, is that the one that I would care about? Actually, maybe not. I guess if it is a scale to fire rates, that is well, no, that wouldn't really do anything. Maybe a bad idea. Maybe a horrible idea. That's death? Nah, nah. I'm cooking. I got a plan. Oh, thank you, thank you. I mean, I want to use shield, but I should probably not. Probably be careful with that. So does this... I guess that helps. I don't think there's a way to remove mods once you pick them, no. We're not quite there yet. So there's still a few upgrades to go. Oh, this one's annoying. I guess this is actually kind of good. Yeah, this is kind of good. I'm gonna be taking self damage. I don't think I'm ready for this yet. I think I will take this later. Regen is good. I mostly want to upgrade my shield. That doesn't work. None of these. None of these either. I guess, yeah, that one. I mean, like, one of the shield upgrades makes them, makes it larger, one of them makes it smaller and a bit stronger. It's like, oops, okay. Oh, but here we go. That's Rancor. It's being crazy. And so if you take, you know, Siege, then it's like not only, yeah, this one. Not only are you charging the beam more, but you're also dealing damage to yourself, with also charges it more. But then it kind of limits how much you can like just like fire it continuously. So maybe it's not good. Maybe it's best to like try to keep it maintained. Shield cooldown. Oh, blast radius. Right. I think this weapon probably has my favorite visuals of any of the other weapons. Or like in like, just in general, I think it's really, like it's just a huge beam, you know? Ooh, that was actually kind of dangerous. Wait, XP. I think I always want this. Just all the time. But also I'm not really getting the upgrades that I need for this build. Is it better to like attack the boss directly, or to shoot? I mean, because the boss takes damage from minions you have. Oh no. Okay, this is part of it. That helps. Do I have charge shot? I do. That was like one of the first ones I got. There we go. More blast radius, I guess, this help. Oh, they changed that? Because it used to be that loaded mines with thermal lance would like fire out in like all directions. That is unfortunate if they got rid of that. You've only made me stronger. Oh, okay, focus shields is required. Should have realized that earlier. You make them smaller to make it larger later. Yeah, sure. Keep spawning in. It'll definitely work this time. It still works. Ow. I guess this one would be useful. But that's two upgrades that don't really work with the build. Bravado. But also Rupture. I could get Antimatter. Although that's probably actually only a small increase. This kind of makes me a weapon. Yeah, Terminate is good. I'll take this. This is that's probably D-Flag is probably one of my favorite super mods. I mean, one of the previous runs, I don't know if you guys were here for that, probably not, but literally the entire screen was a huge fireball, and it was amazing. Probably not. Can I be triggered by self-damage? Okay, here we go. And my shield is immediately gone. I guess I don't really have that much shield health. Although I'll try to increase it a little bit more, but... I'm now just a huge fireball. And I think that larger circle is actually the weaponized shield. So that's increased not yet. Also increased damage within this area. Oh, look at that. The regen is actually great. I can take so much damage and still recover my health. Shield, yeah, shield cooldown would help. Oops, that's a bad idea. Yep, that's exactly why, but now I'm stronger. Oh dear. Almost goes across the whole screen. I ended up with Dying Star. I don't think I've ever taken that upgrade though. Any amount of like self-damages. Is that the self-damage one? There's like a few upgrades that are kind of similar. Oh, shield effect power? Absolutely. And I could go... This is probably just a bad idea. Yeah. Barrier kind of helps. Yeah, I mean, I took it for siege weaponry, which I don't even have yet, so I'll need to get that upgrade. And then maybe some self-damage resistance if possible. But I also wanted to have like the shield halo, yeah. Okay, I guess this is self-damage. Goodbye. Oh. Hello, I have not seen you yet today. Ow. Okay, well, that's that run. I guess I kind of got to do what I wanted to. Just the big laser. Okay, what else do I want to try? I'm kind of just doing a little tour of all the builds I think are fun. Not settings. I could try the turrets again and try to get it to actually work. Or mines. Like Vortex. Oh yeah, burnout reactors. This is for your constructs. This is for you. And then there's another one that's kind of like this. That's a wild mod. Or maybe one of the weapons. Like Blade. Blade is fun, but I feel like it's not that strong. Oh, this one. This one's recently added. The swords. Actually, I don't really know how strong they are. And they're also constructs, so it's kind of complicated like the blades. Spectre, I guess. Spectre has been considered. I think I'm gonna try to get the turrets to work again. Maybe with more constructs than just the turrets alone, or maybe architect turret. I guess if I'm only gonna have the one turret, then architect is better for that. Yeah, maybe. And then shockwave. I think architect is kind of fun in general. It's like singular strike, but for your constructs. I guess there's turret specialists already. Why doesn't turret specialist give you another? Well, I guess it wouldn't matter for architect, but it'd be nice if it gave you another turret. I feel like this boss is really tanky. Wait, what is that? Oh, self-destruct. Should probably take this one just to unlock the tree. Watch out. Get you closer to the middle. Damn, how dare the game developers balance their game? Not like this game doesn't have ridiculously overpowered combos. What's like the meta strategies for this game? Like if you were really going for like a high score and endless or like a speedrun, like what are the strategies that people go for if they just want to be as strong as possible? Because I feel like I wouldn't know the answer to that. Oh, this would be kind of good with a regen build. No idea. Sorry, whenever I stream, so I mainly played Rain World, which is a pretty neat game. So whenever I play a game that isn't Rain World, sometimes new people will show up generally, because of the game that I'm playing. So playing Rain World to get the Rain World audience, and then I play another game, new people show up, and I assume that whenever those people show up that they're like experts on the game, because they tend to be. Like if you're the kind of person to look for like random live streams of people playing the game that you'd really like, usually it's like because you're like a good player, you like have a lot of experience with the game. Oh right, the big like worm. You become the big worm boss. You become so big that you fill the entire screen and just like immediately destroy everything that spawns in. Yeah, I have seen that before. Oh, I do want shields like this for machine. Okay, now the turret is actually like powerful. So could this work? Does if I like try to maximize regen, such that the construct also benefits from the regen, does this like not kill the construct? Because I guess that's what I'm worried about, is that if it would deal too much damage to the turret. But it's quite a lot of buffs. I guess the assembly speed would make up for if the turret is destroyed too quickly. I guess I think it. Go all in. I guess if I'm only relying on the turrets, I should take all the upgrades I can. Oh, goodbye. Tears. Would this be good? Not really. Regen is good though. Oh, they get the boost too. That's neat. No, they were gonna like hit these weak spots. They're like impossible to hit. The ones in the back. I'm basically just defending my own turret. Oops. That is a aimed projectile. Oh shoot. That did damage. Maybe don't stand close to it, so that the attacks don't, or so that the attacks aren't directed towards the turret. Ow. Okay, shield is back up. It's spooky. I want this turret build to work. Dude, did not care about that missile. Okay. Yeah, they're pretty tanky. If you can't This is good. Oh, they're like way off screen because the camera zoomed out for a bit. Yep, that's I mean, necessary. So I guess I should take this. For the backup turret, but also because I haven't upgraded my main weapon at all. Yeah, I mean it works. It's for the build. Also, I haven't mentioned it at all, but shout out to this game's music for being pretty good. It's definitely not like the... I don't think I'll take that yet. Shielded first for the regen. But I think it's like it's not like a. It's very like ambient. I think it's very fitting for this game. This one, oh, longer construct this time. Well, I guess with the backup it doesn't really matter. They should be staying alive for quite a long time. Anyway. Ricochet, that would be so useful. Blast, I mean, none of these are really... This could lead to Rupture, which I like. Oh, that's true. Upgrades to body effects would, like, that makes a pretty big difference. 50% increased damage. I guess I'll reroll. I think it's just very satisfying. This thing, it just shoots like very fast. Like whenever I think of like just a generic like rapid fire weapon, this is what I think of, this turret. Oh, I guess these missiles would be affected by the blast radius then. Yeah. Oh, only a little bit. I think the main reason would be for Rupture. Because doesn't that just apply? Yeah, sure, I'll get it. Small enemies, though, kind of difficult. Also, I'm kind of running out of upgrades for my construct, my turret here. Oh dear. The damage is okay. Oh dear. Other enemies? I can't deal with that. Okay, before the black hole spawn, that's good. I think I'll probably take damage. Just do your thing. I'll just sit here and do nothing. No, I can't get it. I can't get it this time. I think I may have gotten that upgrade for every single other run that I've done. Oops. But I'll try to have a little bit of variety. And then this... Oh, this doesn't do anything. Because this, I only do... But the turret is doing damage, not a weapon. Sure. Crash into bosses. Well, I don't think I deal any fire damage. Oh, with Terminate? Once they're at low health? So this is... I mean, do I have the... Rapid Reconstruction. Wait, would that remove the shield? Vital Bond? Because Rapid Reconstruction is... It removes your shield and it gives you really high full regen. But would that remove the shield from the construct? I think it would, yeah. I was thinking that with burnout reactors, like I could use Vital Bond to counteract the... Oh, it's been banished. That's true. Okay. Oh, that is a noticeable increase in fire rate. And they're dead. Yeah, I don't even have the option to pick it anymore. Oh dear. Get out of there, man. Oh dear. This might take a while. I don't think any of these are great. Here's Rupture. Okay, well, it's only targeting the orbitals, so maybe it'd be fine. It's also missing. Okay, damage is fine. Damage is fine. Yeah, damage is great. Have I run out of upgrades? I'm not really getting any, Okay, this helps, yeah? This is more turret damage? Although I probably want to stay still. I mean, I need to take it. It's required. Ataraxia, yeah, this might be a time where I want to get that. Because I've kind of run out of turret upgrades. Although, would that buff construct stuff? I don't know if they die from the singularity, but I'm gonna assume that they do. I just do 3,000 damage from the when it got destroyed. I mean... Yeah, maybe I do just build up, Yeah, sure. I'll try that. It could end up being pretty strong. And so far, the Spirit is doing very well. Although I don't know how it'll do against the later bosses like this guy. Ah, okay. Yeah, sure. Shoot right at the turret, why don't you? Actually, yeah, that did fine. I didn't actually realize how much damage that did. It's very, very consistent. It's not like a ton of damage all at once, it's just like sustained pretty high DPS. Yeah, that guy got ruined. Unbothered by a comment. Why are you here? It's just for fun. Oh, that shield effect actually kind of worked out. Oh, no XP at all. Thank you. Here we are. This will probably take a while. Oh, eat him immediately. I guess that this works out. Actually, behind the effect of that float pattern. guess they aren't affected by contact damage. Don't mind the explosion. Okay. Overclock. Are they spawning enemies? Oh, hello. Guess he'll just be over there. This feels like a much more balanced build. Like, compared to some of the other things that you can. Oh, big laser. Okay. Compared to some of the other builds you can make, this definitely isn't as extreme. But it feels balanced. I feel like this is like just a regular build, you know? Like, it's pretty strong, but it's not like you're one-shotting bosses, like the last time I fought this boss. It did kind of take a while, though. Although, I do appreciate that they have more... Okay, hold on, let me look at this. Okay, so I really just want to stay above 5. But otherwise, it's not a huge increase. Like, recovery... Like, I guess I get the 5%, right? Once again, that was actually a noticeable increase in fire rate. Now, if I only got that, like, that one level a little bit earlier. Just shoot that shield, it'll work eventually. Is it literally shooting every frame? It looks like it's just a consistent beam of bullets. Like there's no gaps at all. That's fun. Might not show on the stream though, so the frame rate, but especially with the overclock, it's basically just become a consistent beam of bullets. I still have Revelation. Okay, so this is the other one. Doesn't really help at all. I could get a Force Armor. That might be one of the best like defensive upgrades I could get. But it's just like 10% damage resistance. So it's actually not that much. But I guess 10% is decent. Could be this. Although it's like it takes quite a while to get to the It's the good ones. Maybe I'll just look for... Okay, this is actually useful. Keeps the turret alive for longer. The shockwave actually helped curve the bullets around. Damn knife. Oh no. Oh hey, it doesn't shoot at the shield. That's sick. Oh, that does. The comet doesn't care. I thought it was totally going to activate it. The counterattack. Okay, I think I'm just gonna look for something with my rerolls. Or if I can get more. I guess this is something. I feel like the 5% increased damage is like not significant enough to care about really. This turret does kind of struggle to turn quickly. If it's kind of surrounded with enemies, then it can't really get to all of them quickly. Oh dear. Well, GG. The turret survived. This doesn't really help, no. Please focus on the boss. That damage though? This will probably be the last run. I think it's nice that even the turret is just one construct out of how many constructs are there? Like there's drones, there's allies, there's mines, you know. And then out of all the weapons that you can use. And just the turret alone has all these upgrades and this whole build of this one crazy turret. Or you could go another build and try to maximize how many turrets you have. Yeah, I had a run earlier that literally did like 400,000 damage or something. That was fun. So not completely broken, but it's absolutely functional. No more rerolls. And the fact that for any build, for any weapon or construct, you can make so many different builds. Combinations of upgrades that work well with it. Ooh. Drones and Architect? That doesn't sound... Sounds kind of awful, right? Because the point of drones is that you have a whole ton of them, right? So only having one drone, that sounds kind of dumb. Oh dear. That could have been dangerous. Actually, surprised they didn't take more damage. Wait, come back. This is the boss rush now. Don't care. Yeah, all the small enemies might actually be the most dangerous. Kind of sneak up on the turret. Ow. No. Oh, damn. Okay. There we go. I guess... Oh? What is happening here? That's interesting interaction. Some of the shots on the side were hitting this like shield thing and reflecting quite a lot of damage. If you want to see what other builds I've done in the past, I guess you can look at these. I don't know what these are though. This was oh, Singular Strike Salvo. I guess I have done this. Or was this a Hey, there we go. Congrats. Deal over 40k damage per shot, and they shoot pretty quickly, yeah? This was another railgun. I've done this build a whole lot. Also, railgun. This was drones. This might be one of the better, or also ally. This seems like a rapid fire railgun with allies. Got a bunch of double taps. Yeah, I think I was also doing the charge shield halo thing. I wasn't just focusing on the salvo. Also, all the XP is just kind of floating around. But also, I don't really like amp assault. It feels like too glass cannon. Like you're just like too weak. Like it is like pretty strong in terms of DPS. Oh, this was also no, wait, was this the same one? Yeah. But I guess I also had oh no, I'm looking at it wrong. This was Spectre. Singular Strike, Railgun. I think that's probably my most successful build, at least in terms of these high scores. This was actually Vortex. It's kind of surprising this is so high, but I guess it is pretty good at clearing out the whole screen if you charge it up a whole lot. This was thermal. Yeah, this was similar to the build that I just did. It actually looks like this one was my highest level, or maybe not. Maybe I just had a ton of those. That one mod. I don't know what it's called, the lightning one. Maybe I just got a ton of those, so it kind of looks like I leveled up more. Yeah, it actually shows the level reached. So this one was the highest level that I reached with Spectre Railgun. Number 6. Yeah, but yeah, I mean this run got this today on the stream. Definitely the best deflagged railgun. And also the highest damage. 975,000. Think like of Hullbreaker. I don't really play those kind of builds with like crash damage. Unless you're referring to some other build that involves that, but not crash damage. But yeah, the fact that like these builds are all quite similar. Most of them are railgun. I'm surprised that there's no darts. Yeah, there's actually no builds with dart. Because like dart with barrage is like one build that I do quite often, but I guess I never really get good runs with it. But like I mostly just play with like railgun, like a build kind of similar to this, but there's still so much variety. Like you could just pick another weapon and do like a ton of builds with that. Or crash damage, or the big, what is it called? Leviathan. They're just called Leviathan. You could do a build with this. Celestial Lance, yeah, I usually don't touch that because it's crazy like self damage, right? Is there any like potential to make builds with Torrent? I feel like this like never works out. Maybe this is the weakest weapon. I feel like this just doesn't really work that well. Mortar? Oh, with is that the mines? Oh, that is a super mod, isn't it? Yeah. This lets you shoot your mines. Anyway, yeah, this is a great game. Yeah, I love how focused it is, you know? Like, there's like no extra, like, it's just the gameplay, it's just like the upgrades system and the like fighting the enemies and the bosses, like, and it does that very well. And I think that's nice when a game focuses on a single thing and does that single thing very well. This is like a very pure, like arcade. Like, it kind of feels more like an arcade game than like a roguelike. Like it really is similar to a lot of those older games where it's like you just start the game and you just like see how far you can make it, you know. Except it also has those like roguelike elements of like the upgrades and just the crazy ways that they can stack together. And that's it. That's the whole game. You know, there's not much else to it. All right, there's this. Oh, that's neat. Reference to something. The fact that they added that's funny. Although you wouldn't really see this, right? Because you changed the, or does this override the body that you get? What does that look like? Oops. High visibility. Don't really notice the difference. It does. That's neat. And this balance changes. Do I want to read these now? Oh, there sure was a lot. There's okay. Most of this update was balance changes. Goodness. Maybe if I had read those in advance, I would have had some interesting ideas for builds to try out. Maybe some idea or some sort of build that I didn't want to do because it felt too weak in the past. Maybe that's a stronger option now. But that's what's nice about balance changes. You can try out new builds that you haven't really messed with before. Anyway, this has gone on for a while now. I'm glad that I got the game to work at all. It's annoying that that was a problem at all. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. See ya. Oh, Rain World jump scare, by the way.